Hello guys, welcome to the Africa with Philly. Thank you for watching once again. The first thing that I'd like to say is thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed to my channel. Thank you for to everyone who is keeping up with the engagement, who's commenting. I love it. I love you guys. I love what I see. Like I always say, we don't have to agree, so it's always good for us to learn from each other, because this is an opportunity for us to learn, like I always say. So in today's video I'll be addressing my South African people again, but this is not only for South Africans, but then for everyone whom this message may be to. So for example, in every country, even in America, we have like the cities and the villages, of which it's the case in South Africa, obviously. And we know that in African countries we have more, like a lot of villages, because while we're still developing, we're still building, we're still, we're still there, we're still doing the things. So today's message, or today's discussion, will be about reminding our people that as much we understand that South Africa is our country, most definitely our lovely country, we love it. It's just to remind our people that when we move to the city to get those skills, to build or make that income or capital, we should remember home as in the villages. For some of us who come from the villages, that when we have made or developed what we wanted to gain, or whatever, got the skill that we were looking for in the city that we couldn't get back home in the villages, we should remember to go back home. There are a lot of opportunities in the villages, in the sense that there aren't a lot of things there. I love what I see already. People are now gradually moving to the villages. So when we should encourage each other to do this a lot, so that we have more people moving to towards the village, and not just moving there only during holidays or so, but then go there to make businesses, to make money. Go there to build schools, like join up with your friends, make stokvels, of which, like, these are clubs or groups where you contribute money towards a goal, of which most of the stokvels were used to help buy groceries, especially during December or so. But then this time it should help to build up businesses, to most definitely businesses, to make industries, to make whatever we possibly can. Just come together and make this great thing, make money, build an empire for ourselves. And so I really wish that when we have been to the city and done those things, we should remember home. We should go back home and do all these amazing things, of which they can be done at home. We don't necessarily have to stay in the city just there. And I also understand that not everyone wants the village life. I mean not everyone wants that. Like, other people want the city life, which is cool. For those who don't want that, please remember home. And when you do that, make sure that you are part of those that make a contribution. You can see it as small, but then a lot of small things make a very huge impact. They become more visible. You can see how great it is. You can see the impact that it has. I almost said a proverb in my language, but I'm just going to skip that. So working as a team can help you to reach great heights. working as a team is very important, and this is what we need. And we need to remember our villages, we need to remember home. When we go back, we should think of something that we can do, even if it means like opening up a small shop. It's good to do that. You do that, you employ someone to look after it. Or even if you think of having a lodge or something, we now have multiple of those. It's okay to have a number of those, like almost every corner. I mean, that would make our villages look even much better than they already look. They look like, literally going to the village now is amazing. Everyone is building mansions. You go corner to corner, you're like, beautiful houses. What we need is great schools as well. Obviously, we have a lot of amazing schools already. We need to build more, like of a standard that we are looking for in the city. We need to bring that home, which will give us more reasons. And for those who don't want to be in the village, it will also give them the reason to want to come home, you know. And this will also help create more job opportunities. We need to have more people farming in those land. We need more people to do something at home. For example, if you're a doctor, for example, go back home, open your own practice there. This will help improve the health care that's already lacking. It will help improve it. If you are an engineer, go back home, use your skills, man. Use your skills. Let us see, like, show us how it's done. Because we know we have people with the necessary skills. Obviously, the amazing people in the city come from the villages and they go there to give out to the community there. But then there are already a lot of things in the city already. Not that we don't need more. Obviously, we need more. There's still a lot that has to happen in the country. But I'm saying that we should also remember back home. We should do something back at home. We need more malls. If you have money, go and open that mall. We're going to support you. I mean, who doesn't want good things? Who doesn't want good things? Let us go back home, guys. We really need to go back to the villages, and not just go back there to just build houses only, just build our mansions only there. No, we should go back there and make businesses, build a legacy for our people, build a legacy for our families, so that they don't have to face this unemployment that is going on in the country. You know why? Because you know that they are secured. You're going to hire them in your own country. I mean, in your own company. Right now, we're crying about a lot of things that are happening. But you should also ask yourself, how many of us actually have the potential to go back home, build up businesses that will employ people that need the jobs back at home, or your own family as well. Where you're working in the city, you may be making the money and everything, but then you still have the opportunity to make more and have a huge impact around your community, around people, like in people around you. The scariest thing to do is to start, but the moment you start, you'll never go back, and you'll never regret, because since there aren't a lot of things in the villages already, whatever that you do will make a huge impact. It will give the people there more motivation. It will give them more reason to also want to do the same. They'll be like, if this person can do it, why can't I? They'll say that. If J and J and J can do it, why can't I do it? So I've watched a video, I think today, by Penwell. Yeah, Penwell. I can't remember his full name, but Penwell, yes. And he was talking about the same thing. He was saying that South Africans should, let me just say black South Africans because he's referring to us. He was saying that us black South Africans should stop telling people from Zimbabwe, telling people from Malawi, telling people from other African countries to leave the country and go back and build their own countries. He was saying that we should stop telling them that, and we should do what we are telling them to do instead. He was saying that we also left our own villages because we're looking for better opportunities in the city. Of which I agree with what he was saying to an extent. But I also blame him in a way. You know why I blame him? I think he's also part of the problem. You know why? Because he himself also has the opportunity to go back home and make an impact. However, he doesn't want to do that. He says he has the skills and can stay in the city, of which I believe that he's also one of those people who can go back and make an impact where he comes from, because he has the necessary skills to do that. They need him more where he comes from than where he is, because where he is there are more people like him. I always say that once I'm done with what I'm doing, I'm definitely going back home. I am definitely going back home because I see a lot of gaps where I come from. And I feel like once I have gotten the necessary skills, there's a lot of things, there are a lot of things that I can do to benefit my community, to also motivate them, for them to become great as well. We have a lot of great people, obviously, but we need more people going back home. Because what I've noticed is that once someone gets successful, they don't want to go back. What they do is they want to assimilate themselves in the rich communities there. I mean, which is cool. It's okay. There's nothing wrong about that. But also, there's also nothing wrong about going back home and building those rich communities. You know, there'll be those, like, there'll be other people who are going to join you in those communities in the villages. I like what I'm seeing in Venda. It's a good example of what needs to be done. However, there's still more that has to be done there. But what is happening already is amazing. And it's not only happening in Venda, it's happening in other villages, like I've said. But this video and whatever that we see should be more motivation for us to go back home and make an impact there, because that's where we are needed more compared to in the city. South Africa is a beautiful country. It's a very beautiful country with amazing people. We can go back to our villages in our numbers with the skills that we have learned in the city, where we say there are more opportunities. Obviously, we can go and build or make those opportunities back in the village. So if that's the case, then obviously if there are more people there, or more people gravitating towards those places, more schools will be built. Who knows, maybe even more universities or colleges. And we'll have people developing the economy around them, just where they are. And amazing things will happen there, obviously. But it starts with us. Obviously, at this point, there are no universities in the villages. There are only a few technical colleges, and obviously, if you want to develop certain skills, you can't get them there. You have to move to the big city. Listen to me saying big city. You have to move to the city to get those things. However, for the things to move from the city, not necessarily move, for us to have things in our villages as well. We need our people to go back home and build those things for us. We need to contribute and build the things for ourselves. At this point, I have nothing. I have nothing. However, I see great potential that can happen when we get the necessary skills that we're looking for, the income or the capital that we need to do something. Let us start. Let us do something. Let's go and make this country great. Let's go and build a name for ourselves. We know villages are mainly black people, obviously. And we also understand there are like villages where white people are, but they aren't a lot, because they aren't a lot in the country either. So we need to make this country great. We need to go back to our roots. We need to, maybe what I'm saying doesn't necessarily make sense, because no, I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense. I understand that we were moved to these places. We have made these places our home, our identity, and even if we have been cramped in those places, we have made them our own. And we need to develop them. As much as we can now move freely all over the country, we can also do something where we come from, in a sense that when we look back, we can be like, this is what I did. This is the impact that I made. We can join hands, start up a supermarket or start up anything. And if we support each other, we can make something great. We can make a huge impact. And we can make the black community stronger. We need to support each other. And the best way to do that is to also go back home and build up the foundation there. Build those schools that we are running to the city for. We should have them where we come from, in our roots. So thank you guys for watching this video once again. Please don't forget, after getting the skills that you're looking for in the city, don't forget to go back home. Don't forget to go back to the village and develop it. It starts with you. It starts with me. We can do this together. And like I say, it's not that it's not happening already, but we need to go back there in our numbers. Thank you guys for watching once again. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I love you so much, guys. Thank you.